Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of the great indigenous peoples of Biafra, have formally filed for a swift trial of the treasonable felony charges brought against him by the Nigerian government. Kanu has also sought for a ruling to that effect from the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court in Abuja, Justice John Tosho, for the permission that his trial be held during the court's annual vacation. Daily Post also gathered that Nnamdi Kanu's action may not be unconnected with his wish to be moved out of the detention facility of the Department of State Services (DSS) after an order by trial judge Justice Binta Inyako. Even though the trial has been scheduled for October 21st by the trial judge due to yearly vacation of the court, Nnamdi Kanu opted for an early date that will enable his lawyer to urge his already documented motion on notice seeking his transfer from the DSS custody to prison for continuation of his remand. Nnamdi Kanu's lead counsel, Mr. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has confirmed documenting the application for ruling to the office of the Chief Judge, adding that it is in the interest of the justice for the application to be granted. It has also been widely anticipated that the Federal High Court might appeal for a ruling from the Chief Judge to fast-track Nnamdi Kanu's trial during the court vacation in view of the sensitivity and the nature of the criminal charges against him. Daily Post also revealed that the government was not contemplating any decision to rush the trial. Relatively, the government has opted that the trial must be in line with the October 21st date fixed for resumption of the case by Justice Inyako at the last adjourned date. Daily Post also stated that the Justice Ministry has ought to be comprehensive and follow sequence order in the trial rather than disputing the vacation calendar of the court. The ministry source has also hinted that the adjournment of the trial to October 21st will rather be used to gather more evidence, especially from outside the country, on the alleged unlawful activities of Nnamdi Kanu when he flinched the bail against him and escaped out of the country. It was also stated by Daily Post that 2 major countries would be visited within the next few days by some officials of the Federal Ministry of Justice to obtain information and gather more exhibits that will assist the government in establishing its case appropriately in court against the defendants. As far as the government is concerned, there is nothing to warrant seeking hurry or speed trial. All we are concerned with this the diligent prosecution of the charges. The media should not forget that the defendants ran out of the country for over 2 years, during which some other things, either lawful or unlawful, were done. Security operatives are already looking at those things, and their report will inform our line of action. Then trial resumes, a source said. The source also declined information on whether the charges against Kanu may likely be amended, adding that fresh evidence being gathered and findings of the security operatives on Kanu's activities while outside the share of Nigeria in the past 2 years will give a line of direction. The Federal High Court, the Federal Government Counsel, who is Mr. Mohammed Abubakar of the Federal Ministry of Justice, could not be reached for comment on this issue. Nnamdi Kanu's resumption of trial had on Monday, July 26, been slowed on 2 grounds of failure to produce him in court for physical appearance as required by law and the yearly vacation of the court, which commenced on that day. His lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, had made great efforts to move the court to hear some motions. But the trial judge, Justice Binta Nyako, drew the lawyers' attention to legality of doing so in the physical absence of Nnamdi Kanu as the defendant and the court vacation. The judge had also stated that only the federal government, being the complainant in the matter, can move the court to sit during vacation by applying for a ruling from the chief judge, so that effect adding also that the law forbids a court from applying for flat on behalf of any party in the matter. Justice Nyako has subsequently fixed 21st as return date, with an order that Nnamdi Kanu should remain in the custody of the Department of the State Services (DSS). The judge has, however, authorized the DSS to allow the counsel and the family members to assess Nnamdi Kanu twice a week and during working days only, while we wait for the day the court will sit again. We must remain law-abiding. But meanwhile, the Nigerian DSS have subsequently denied access to Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers to access to see him and his family members and all that. So guys, this is the new developments in Nnamdi Kanu's case and all that. The DSS, after refusing or denied Nnamdi Kanu of appearing in court, they have also denied Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers to have access to him. So the DSS have disobeyed the court's order and all that, but we are not surprised because they are used to that. So guys, I'm dropping it here. Kindly drop your view below the comment section and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Bye for now.